you. Thank you and welcome to TNT. My pleasure to introduce to you the leftovers from Thanksgiving, Lord Alfred Hayes. But our first guest, certainly.
I'm a turkey, do you?
I didn't say that, Alfred. But that might apply as far as the viewpoint is concerned of some individuals in regard to our next guest, our very first guest, as a matter of fact. Would you please welcome individual riding high these days in the WWF. He manages the tag team champions of the world. Would you please welcome Luscious Johnny Valiant. You nervous, Mr. Valiant?
Well, no, I'm not really nervous. I'm concerned at times. Well,
your palm, did you notice, Alfred?
Wet, damp, yes.
Well, I just came from the men's room.
We have a towel out. Please give me a towel.
I was at the airport the other day. It was so quiet when I approached the L1011 that you could actually hear the zippers in the men's room. If you were it's so funny.
That was very funny, yes.
It wasn't your zipper that was in there, was it?
No, but it was funny.
No.
Well,
it was TWA,
in a strange way.
What do you do a lot of flying, do you not?
Quite a bit, Vince. Sometimes I use airplanes.
Without a net?
Ah, very good. I've used the net upon occasion, but primarily I am going nationwide now, of course, and in fact, I understand worldwide now with the Dream Team as... Pardon me?
No, go ahead. I'm
sorry. No, if you want to talk, I can certainly just wait till you're done. No, I am very proud of my Dream Team, and I accompany them primarily on most of their engagements throughout the United States, and I find myself in the air quite often with them.
That's nice.
It's interesting, right?
What else do you have that's interesting for us this week?
Well, I am certainly appreciative of the simple fact of the much talent that is around at WWF. Challenges from the Killer Bees, from the British Bulldogs, great teams like that, and I consider them to be great teams.
Who does your hair, Mr. Valiant?
I do it myself, Vince, if you want to know the truth. Yes, I do.
It's,
You like it? You like it?
It's a little different.
That's what a Chinese gold guy in New York when we went there. He said, "You like it?" And I said, "Yeah."
Well, it seems to be a little, again, just I don't know that much about hair. It seems a little brittle.
Well, it's not exactly, you know something, Vince, we take a toll out there on the road. You know, things get a little risque at times. They get rough and tough out there, and I may need a little cream rinse from here now and then, but when you're a natural brawn such as I am, you do your hair yourself.
We'll be back with a little bit more of natural Johnny Valiant as we continue with more
cream
TNT.
rinse around the set here.
Very interesting airplane stories, things of that nature, and we understand now that to join us, the tag team champions.
Wait a minute. I introduced these fellas nationwide television, and so here on the TNT show, I'm going to take it upon myself to introduce them. You don't mind, do you?
Well, as long as you do it right, Mr. Valiant.
I'm going to do it right. Ladies and gentlemen, our TNT viewing audience, I would like to now introduce the WWF Tag Team Champions, the Dream Team, Mr. Brutus Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Mr. Beefcake.
Unusual looking outfit you have on there, Mr. Beefcake.
Everything I have is unusual.
Everything you have is unusual? Is that what you said?
That's right.
Now, some of the, you couldn't help but hear during the introduction, some of the fans were yelling not beefcake, but fruitcake. Does that bother you from time to time?
You know, Vince, there's a lot of ignorant people out there and who can't pronounce a name properly. I've been working on that with them, and they're really starting to come along, but they still, some people with this
just a few select ones, right? Or is it? Do you find that you're gaining momentum in terms of the number of fans, Mr. Valentine, that are getting behind you now that you're champions, or are you losing fans, or doesn't it not matter?
Oh, of course. Well, it doesn't really matter, but I noticed a couple places like Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, a couple places out on the West Coast. We go out there, and they're behind winners, behind world champions. They know that we're world champions, the true world tag team champions, greatest of all time. Signs all over the place. Brutus
Big as house,
Beefcake.
too.
Greg the Hammer Valentine, the greatest, the champions, #1. Right, Johnny?
It's just
Signs all
unbelievable,
over the
Greg.
place. Out on the East Coast, a little bit different.
Yeah, every city we go to. See, now things start,
Especially
all
in
trends,
Baltimore.
right? They all start out in the West Coast. I don't care if it was years ago, the hula hoop or this and that. It all starts out there on the West Coast, and it works to the East Coast.
Are you saying then that we're saying Mr. Beefcake, of course, being from San Francisco? I mean, is that? Are we
Well, I'm
seeing?
from Seattle, so that's out on the West Coast.
Yes.
West Coast connection
Are we
right there.
seeing then the future of what we're going to be wearing down the sidewalk? I mean,
You
look
will,
at this-
right, exactly. In fact, in this day and age, you're going to see in the 1986 fashions, you're going to see people walking down the street like the Hammer Valentine and like Brutus Beefcake. There's no doubt about it. These people are trash fashion centers, and that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to see a lot of men with bald heads, too. There's a lot of things going to happen now in the 80s, believe me. Beefcake and Valentine is what's happening right now. And, of course, Luscious Johnny Valiant.
All right, let's
What
take
else
you
can I
into
say?
some footage we'll join in progress in a tag team match with the late Rick McGraw. Let's go.
To mix it up here with a Hammer. As this is a good young team that's facing the champions. Side headlock by Paul. In for the ride immediately. Single leg trip executed nicely by the Hammer.
Oh, you know, Paul Roma, he's too pretty. I hope they bust his face up a little bit. He is too pretty to be a human being.
He's a good-looking youngster. Don't say he's too pretty, Jess. Pretty is a term you refer to when you speak to the feminine sex. I know you haven't been called pretty lately, have you?
Well,
I didn't think so.
Elizabeth said I was pretty.
Elizabeth said you were pretty. Look out. Brutus Beefcake. High in the air. Wow. The youngster came down hard from some 6-7 feet high up. Another quick tag made. That's why these guys are so successful. They know what each other is thinking. And the man on the floor with the fedora on is responsible for them winning the title, Jess.
That's right, Luscious John Valiant, the manager of the tag team champions.
Interfered in the match in Philadelphia.
Well, I can't make no judgment on that. I've only seen tapes. And I said it before, Richard Nixon and I don't believe in tapes.
Well, I saw it firsthand. I was in attendance. It wasn't done very fairly.
Yeah, but them glasses of yours sometimes present an optical illusion too, Gorilla.
Well, sometimes they do. I have trouble seeing sometimes, but not when I'm that close to the action as we were at ringside in the Philadelphia Spectrum. When Luscious John handed something to Brutus Beefcake, which many people say was a lit cigar that was stuffed into the eye.
I don't believe that because I know for a fact Beefcake doesn't smoke.
Not talking about Beefcake smoking. Talking about Luscious John smoking. And right now, Brutus is smoking as he's doing a number with his front face lock on Paul Roma. He's very close to his corner there. He might reach back and make a tag to quick draw. He got out there with an unorthodox move.
Now Roma should definitely make a tag here. He's been in there too long.
He can reach right back here and fresh quick draws waiting. And Brutus goes to the ropes immediately.
There
There's
he
a
made the tag.
Might be a little bit too late. McGraw comes in and winds up with some big right hands and's got Beefcake reeling. Valentine steps in and catches a couple in the chops for his efforts. McGraw with a standing drop kick. Oh, he missed him. He missed him. And Beefcake with a nice forearm. Oh, just rammed him right into that turnbuckle. Irish whip. No, nice reversal. Beefcake hard into the corner, but oh, what a presence of mind to bring that knee up as McGraw was coming full steam ahead. Look out, the Hammer's going to drop an elbow, and he does. Uh-oh. Going to work on the left leg now. The quick draw, Rick McGraw.
Well, it's obvious here what the Hammer's setting up for, figure 4 leg lock.
He's going to lay it on him. Yes, he does. Got those short, stubby legs. It might be a little hard to get it on. No, he's got it.
He cinched it. It's over. Nobody, and I mean nobody, puts the figure 4 leg lock on any better than Greg Valentine.
Back with more TNT.
Give us a break here.
And, of course, we have seen, you must be very, very proud thus far of the record of success of your tag team champions, Mr. Valiant.
I'm very proud, Vince. I have never been more proud in my life. I sit here night after night and day after day in many cases and watch the boys, how they work out and train and travel and how they defend these titles throughout the United States. And I see them not averting any challenge of any tag team that may arise here in the WWF. And I see them waiting with open arms for Killer Bees, for the British Bulldogs, for anybody comprising any one of the many talented wrestlers here in the WWF. We hereby accept and we wait any challenge that may be brought forth to us.
And what about you, Mr. Valiant, in terms of you donning a tights from time to time?
Well, it's been known to happen. I certainly haven't thrown away my wrestling attire, and now and then I do surface in some of these various arenas. Not exactly looking forward to a lot of professional wrestling bouts. However, I do feel at times it's a pleasure just to be in the corner with these two great champions.
And should there be a six-man matchup, Mr. Valentine, would you say then that Johnny Valiant would be a weak link?
What do you mean, a weak link? This man used to be a co-holder, along with his brother, of this very title right here. One half of the World Tag Team Champions. Right. That is not a weak link.
He's part of the
Plus
elite.
all the strategy and all the brain power in there.
I see. Well, Mr. Valiant, if you could wave your magic wand and sit on Santa's lap, what would your request be for Christmas this year? Mr. Valiant, hello?
Me?
Yes.
You want me to know, ask what I want for Christmas?
Bah humbug!
I don't know, Vince. You really put me on the line right there. I would say that I have a lot to be thankful for, and I would say that I would like to maybe go down there to Florida and maybe look at some condominiums with my dream team, or go and get a surfboard rental in Hawaii with my dream team. I don't know what I want for Christmas. I don't have time for Christmas. I'm on the road traveling, and I'm right here with my champions,
All
baby.
right.
I don't worry about Christmas.
When we return with more TNT, we'll have Lou Albano as Santa Claus.
I'm not worried about anything.
Back with more TNT, and in a moment, we're going to do something very unusual, even for TNT. Louis Albano is going to be Santa Claus, and we have asked a number of volunteers from our audience to come tell Santa what it is they would like to have for Christmas. I would suspect that we're going to have some unusual requests, and, Lord, I would suspect some unusual answers from Santa.
Yes, the request might not be unusual, but I'm sure the answers will be.
So now let's take you to Ho Ho Ho, Louis Albano as Santa Claus.
Hello, young lady. Oh, this beautiful little darling. How are you, sweetheart? What's your name? Oh, isn't that beautiful? Girl, what would you like for Christmas, sweetheart?
If I could find out the truth if all the wrestlers are for real.
All the wrestlers are for real. Does a pussycat have a tail?
Yes.
Of course, the wrestling, they're the greatest in the world today, sweetheart. In fact, we'll get a little wrestler, set them in your stock, and you'll have them for Christmas morning. How'd you like that? Okay, go home and help Mama clean the house up. Hey, here comes a basketball player. Hello, brother.
How you doing?
Okay, well, you notice I call him brother. Santa knows what's going on. Go ahead, brother.
I would like to be a member of the WWF organization.
What you do is you sit down and you watch the wrestling, and you get the number at 81 Holly Hills Lane, and you write to them and you tell them on what capacity you'd like. What do you want to be anyway?
I like to do with Vince McMahon.
I think you can replace Vince McMahon. I think you do a good job up there, so I'm going to vote for you. You write in and we'll take care of it. Okay. All right, brother.
Thank you, Sam.
Hey, what's your name, my good man?
Roger.
Hiya, Roger. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's terrific, Roger. What would you like for Christmas, Roger, my boy?
I'm not a greedy person, Santa.
Go ahead, Raj.
I wouldn't mind having reading lessons from Georgie Animal Steel.
Well, first of all, we got to know if you got some schizophrenic tendencies, and would you like to go under the guidance of Dr. Sigmund Ziff?
I've had some calcium deposits.
Yeah, you look like you got a calcium deposit, and it's lodged someplace else besides your head. Come on, get out of here. I'll see you later. Guy's soft as a grape, lost for an answer when you say hello. Okay, hey, how are you, big brother? Are you with that other young lady?
No.
Oh, that's okay then. Send her back twice. What's your name?
My name's Rick, Captain.
Hiya, Rick. Where you from?
Baltimore.
Yeah, what would you like, Rick?
I'd like a few special training lessons with Elizabeth.
Yeah, you get wrong. Yeah, you know what you better do? You better make an appointment with the Macho Man, and if you get past that, you'll be ready for the Undertaker parlor. See you later, pal. Have a good Christmas. Oh, gee, make her come back. Oh,
Can she have 2 or 3 visits with Santa, please? Go ahead, sweetheart. What's your name, darling?
Joy.
Oh, you're gorgeous, Joy. Santa loves beautiful women. God bless you, Joy. Do you live around here, Joy? Wait a minute, sir. Just a minute, Joy. Santa just wanted to know how old Joy was. I want to appropriate the gift for what's going on. What do you want, Joy, for Christmas, sweetheart?
All I want is Paul Orndorff.
Paul Orndorff. Well, there's only one way to get to Paul Orndorff, and that's through Santa. You've got to be interviewed by Santa. Now, wait a minute. I mean that on an up-and-up level. I've got to interview this beautiful young lady, and I got to just ask her a little question. All right, don't say nothing. You see that? She'll be back a little later. I'm going to interview her, and if it goes through, you got Paul Orndorff for Christmas, wrapped up in a silver stocking with a little plant. You'll be all set, honey. Don't worry about it. God bless you, and have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Okay, sweetheart.
Thank you, Santa. Thank you, Santa. We'll be back as we continue with more TNT with Mr. Fuji and the Magnificent Morocco. Stay with us. Oh, do you think that young lady will continue to believe in Santa Claus after her experience with Lou Albano?
She may continue to believe, but I don't know about Santa Claus.
Well, Santa certainly has his way, but Lou Albano
tries to.
Boy. Our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, a former co-holder of the Tag Team Championship on, I believe, certainly on more than one occasion. Just how many, I'm not certain. His career has been a rather long career and certainly a very illustrious one. Would you please welcome the martial art expert of sorts, Mr. Fuji. Is that difficult, sitting in the tails?
Sometimes very hard, boy.
As it is. Mm-hmm. And when you certainly would wrinkle your tails, I would think, on sitting down on this. Well, how much do you weigh?
260 pounds.
260 pounds?
Mm-hmm. Why am I laughing? Mr. Fuji never lie. Mr. Fuji tells truth.
Always, Mr. Fuji.
Yes, yes. And you also, something on face. You're greening something very fishy. What is going on?
Something very what?
Nothing fishy.
Very fishy. Smelling something very up your sleeve, like you want to tell Mr. Fuji something.
No, we have a poem for you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Very good. Perhaps you read for Mr. Fuji?
Yes, Leaping Lanny Poffo, the poet laureate of the WWF, did a poem on you in the Magnificent Morocco.
Oh, very good. It sounds very good, huh?
Yes. After which we want to talk about your recording career.
Oh, I have very good voice.
Right now, let's take you to Lanny Poffo and his poem dedicated to Mr. Fuji.
Has seen a lot of action through the years. The fans have special memories of happiness and tears. But Fuji and Morocco gave us something to forget. Atrocities that Ricky Steamboat might make them regret. They tied a belt around his throat and almost broke his neck, then laughed and told the story of how Steamboat hit the deck. The Prince of Darkness better sleep with only one eye shut, or else the dragon will return to show him what is what. Then Fuji will not have a place to wear that stupid hat. Magnificent Morocco shall be called much less than that. A couple million wrestling fans will stand up on their feet in praise of Ricky Steamboat, whose revenge will be complete.
All right, that was nicely done.
Not bad.
What? That's not really a stupid-looking hat, I wouldn't. Alfred, is that?
It's almost like an English bowler hat, but not quite.
This made in Japan, boy, son, not in English.
Made in Japan?
Yes.
Now, let's talk a little bit about your recording career.
This so funny, boy, son.
Oh no, it's just it caught everyone by surprise.
I know. Element of surprise, greatest achievement for Mr. Fuji to you.
A great achievement. Right, here it is. Mr. Fuji, believe it or not, is part of the wrestling album. Where are you there?
Right there, boy, son. Right there in back, you see.
Oh, standing on the piano.
Yes, yes.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Looks like you have your finger in your ear.
Yeah. Too loud noise bother the ear. I have headache sometimes.
And Mr. Fuji, I must say that in terms of shock value, not only are you shocking in terms of your tactics in wrestling inside the ring, but on the wrestling album, when we see the cut, indeed the video, Land of a Thousand Dances, you're the very first individual that we hear from. Was that by design? I mean, your voice is...
The best is always first, boy, son.
Yeah.
So I start up, great singing, everybody follow. And they love it. Why are you so funny?
It was something else. It was something else. It wasn't you.
Sounded like
believe
someone
me.
passed gas. I'm sorry, Mr. Fuji.
Mr. Fuji, the record is all around the world. #1 singer. That's the number
That
one.
wasn't you, was it?
Oh, that's me all the way, 100%.
Talking about passing gas.
No, gas. What's the matter? I never do that, boy, son. What's the matter? I thought #1 singer. I'm very sorry.
Singer. Now, what is, you know, sometimes we can't understand you. I mean, it's, you have the, you know, the dialect, and it's, you have to know how to, what is it, the line you sing? You have to know how to what?
Pony.
Have to know how to pony.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Just dance. Boogie woogie, like, boy, son.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Japanese dance. Very, very good. Scientific, you see.
Japanese
Very
dance in a scientific fashion.
Yes, Mr. Fuji is at his greatest.
So, you know, the cards and letters coming in for you in terms of your recording career? Or?
About 1,000.
Thousands.
Oh, even Magnificent One is surprised.
The Magnificent One's been busy writing them, I'm sure. All right.
Oh, no.
When we return, ladies and gentlemen, no, as a matter of fact, right now we're going to have a special match. It involves Ricky Steamboat and the Magnificent Morocco. Let's go to the videotape. Your comments, please, Mr. Fruit.
Steamboat to the outside now, to the top rope. Fuji, Day spins around, hooks him. Will he get him? 1, 2. No. Oh, what a surprise. Too good to be true. Oh, no. That's the first time, Vince, I've seen anybody not get pinned from that flying press from Steamboat. Well, he neglected to hook the leg. Fuji kept his legs down. Oh, look at that maneuver. Small package, he may get him. 2, I think, yes, they did. He got him. He got him. A sensational victory. A sensational victory for Ricky Steamboat. And this capacity crowd, all in honor of this extraordinary athlete.
Here's your winner, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
The Dragon, Ricky Steamboat. Sensational victory. No! Oh, no, look! That's Morocco. That's Morocco and Fuji. Oh, brother, look at this. What's he using? Look at this. Look
He broke a chair over his head.
Oh, my goodness, look at that. He's spitting on him. He's spitting on Steamboat.
That's typical Mr. Fuji. You're going to tell me that you had all that set up, right? That Mr. Morocco obviously waiting.
You see, Mr. Fuji, mind-to-mind communication, brainwave. Now I commit to him, he do what I tell. We want you, Steamboat, to suffer and make fool of yourself on TV like you just did. And he suffered, didn't he? Chair broke on him, and the chair hit him throat, huh? And Morocco just spit on his face. Huh? Very good, huh?
Mr. Fuji, I think we have to, certainly in your favor, there's one thing that I think that we have to say is that you obviously enjoy your work, don't you?
Oh, I love it. I love to see an opponent like Steamboat screaming pain, mercy. But no, I look, I laugh, and I spit too. I have goosebumps come up to my skin.
Goosebumps?
Just to see him suffering and praying. No. I hit him more and make him suffer more. Very good. I enjoy my occupation. Very well.
Certainly will not be the recipient of any humanitarian award, I wouldn't think.
You never can tell, boy, son. You never can tell.
Alfred, your reaction to Mr. Fuji inside the ring as well as out?
Well, inside the ring, he is a monster. Has no scruples whatsoever. Will not stick with the rules. Outside of the ring, he carries a facade of being a gentleman, but I think inside he's just the same as inside the ring.
That's a nice looking watch you have there, Mr. Fuji.
Yeah, Elmo Special. It's very good.
It's on special?
Yes, Elmo Special. Very good. They sell all around world, you know.
What? I don't see Mickey's hands on it, no?
They don't come up,
Oh.
you know. They don't come up.
I see.
Very funny, huh, boy?
Well, we're going to have the Magnificent Morocco to join us in a moment. You can bet things are going to heat it up a little bit. We'll be back. There's a little TNT challenge that we have every week. And Lou Albano earlier was out here, and I wonder if you and Lou Albano would agree to do a little challenge that we have lined up for you.
I accept anything you offer in Albano. I love it.
Very well.
I love it.
I don't think we'll have anyone asking you what they would like for Christmas, but...
What do you mean Christmas?
Okay, very good. With that in mind, we will now introduce our next guest, the magnificent Morocco. Would you welcome him, please?
Good to see you as always.
Nice to see you.
Sort of.
Being a gentleman today, are you? I don't suppose you heard Lanny Poffo's poem, did you?
Oh, I hear all kinds of stuff going around. It's like water off a duck's back. It doesn't really. This is where the talent lays, you see. Ricky Steamboat. Wait till we hear about Ricky Steamboat. I think Ricky Steamboat's carrying a weight cane and a tin cup right now. That's how much we worry about Ricky Steamboat. You know, Ricky Steamboat. People ask me, why has this gone so far? Why have me and Ricky Steamboat, Mr. Fuji? First of all, Mr. Fuji made a lucrative offer to Ricky Steamboat to come into the WWF, first of all, and he refused it. But that's beside the point. What really happened with Ricky Steamboat is he at no time acknowledges his presence in Hawaii. He at no time realizes his roots or acknowledges his roots. All he does is over here licking your white man's boots.
Very good.
So that's how
your
how
interpretation.
That's how deep me and Ricky Steamboat go. See, I am Hawaiian, and I am proud of it, brother. And everybody in Hawaii knows it.
That's great. But I'm not too sure why he's necessarily
But I
proud
don't
of
have
you
to
and
run
your,
around
with your
like Bruce
tactics.
Lee, making believe I'm Bruce Lee, chopping and kicking boards. I don't need that. I am a star.
You are a star, and you have certainly proven that on this very program. And for the benefit of those of you who have not seen the magnificent Morocco as a star, let's take you to a segment of Fuji General. I'm sure you'll recall that.
No, star material, brother.
Yeah, let's take a look.
There's the look I love so much, and you do love me, or you wouldn't have taken it for me, like you did at the nurse's station. Now prove you love me with a kiss.
Go home and kiss your wife.
You know I'd only be thinking of you. She doesn't understand me. I can't be myself with you. I need you, Louise. We've got so much going for us. Don't let that fact that I'm going back to my wife spoil a good thing for both of us.
Do you ever stop and listen to yourself? You don't make sense.
It's your face and your lips that have me so confused. You'll understand someday, maybe not today, but it'll be all clear soon. You got to know I love you. Now kiss me and let me go home with a smile on my face.
Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Forget about
it!
What are you trying to do? Kill me too? Put me in a bed with him? What are you? You're a wrestler, that's what you are. You're not a... I would know talent. I know you. Oh, wait a minute. I don't need anything from you. I didn't ask for any Chinese. You are
I don't think you proved anything there, but you
Well,
may
we proved we had a horse, whatever, for a director.
So he was a bad director in your eyes, then?
Oh, yeah, you set us up.
Well, you
set
had
us up with a bad director, lousy script.
But then again, you had an opportunity after that. I'm sure you remember Fuji Bandito. Do you recall?
Splendid. Greatest things I've seen since Shane.
Ooh. I think Alan Ladd must be doing cartwheels or something by now. But please.
That also wasn't. It happened to be in the. We're limited to the confines of the studio also.
Well, I mean, we saw Mr. Fuji earlier on as the Surgeon General, I suppose, and then in this next piece, Fuji Bandito, he's dressed as the Mexican bandit type situation. I mean, that. How can you expect anyone to take you seriously?
He looks as clean as the Surgeon General as he looked as nasty as Fuji Bandito.
But you're
that is taking talent. That is taking talent and put it in the mold of where it's at. You saw. We don't have to bring Moolah back up again.
I should hope not.
Where that lovely red lips of hers puckering in the breeze.
Mm.
We know that was just talent, and that was me bringing it out of these people. You see, just my magnificence around the surroundings.
Has Hollywood been calling since you have done these two pieces?
The phone is ringing off the hook. But I got my answering service on.
So you're not taking the call.
I ain't talking to nobody.
Well, we'll get into that in a
And
moment.
then when the price gets higher.
It's not high enough now. Well, you certainly have proven your acting skills, I would think, to our TNT audience, or lack of them. But before
These guys know talent. They sit around and watch Lou Albano dressed as Santa Claus. Big deal.
All right, let's take you now to the next piece. It's Fuji Bandito.
I left you for dead at the bottom of Cactus Canyon.
It was just a flesh wound, Morocco. You made it very convenient for me, boys. I ought to lock you all up. Poncho for rustling, Mississippi you for gambling and train robbery, and you, Morocco, for murder. You're not gonna get away this time.
You're very brave for a man who outnumber 5-1.
They look like good odds to me from where I'm sitting. Morocco, first I'm gonna take care of you. Hand over that gun belt.
Don't make me laugh.
I want that belt.
I'll show you who's the fastest.
Wait! No! Oh, kid. Oh, I love you. I love you. I need a glass of water.
She'd still be alive if you hadn't come to town, Ringo. You killed my Lil. Now it's going to be my pleasure to kill you. Big mess. The marshal's dead!
That is the worst piece of acting I think I have ever seen in my life. I don't think I've ever seen. I mean, that's...
Well, sure, the sheriff was lousy. That was somebody that they
The
sent.
sheriff?
They sent him from some acting school.
But
or
Moolah
something.
was great, right?
Ah, she was fat. I still get tears in my eyes. See?
In Fuji. And where did you find that Indian?
Standing in front of a drugstore, passing a cigar. Right.
I really can't believe, Mr. Morocco,
You know-
as great a wrestler as you are, I really can't believe that you're attempting to make a career out of acting, and I can't honestly...
Somebody somewhere wrote that the whole world is a stage.
William Shakespeare.
Did anyone out there write that?
William Shakespeare.
See, that's countryman of yours, isn't it?
Yes.
See, we have been. When you have talent that overflows a certain situation or a certain area, we've been confined to this dingy studio with some dingy props and everything else. I really felt, if we get a chance, like my friends on Magnum or Miami Vice, if we get a chance to get out live, get on location somewhere, so we can really get down, really get the feeling of the sunshine and the snow and the asphalt coming in your face, that you know you got Brando stuff here.
Brando, as in Marlon Brando.
Like a Toshiro Mifune right here. Look at this face. You couldn't buy a head like that.
Very good. Certainly not for Christmas. I agree with you there. Well, in any event...
Naturally myself.
We'll talk to the producers and see if we can get you your final piece here on location, your own director, your own camera crews, the whole thing, and then from there, above and beyond everything else, you will know whether or not you have talent, right?
Morocco and Fuji on location sounds wonderful to me.
We'll be back with more TNT. Stay with us. Back with more TNT, and Mr. Fuji to my right, Lou Albano to my left. And here we're going to have an unusual set of circumstances. We have some more volunteers with us, and Joy is going to be your volunteer, and Joey is yours, Mr. Fuji. The object here is to place as many of these helium balloons as we can inside the trash can, and we'll have 60 seconds to see just how many we can put in there. Fuji, you're supposed to kind of keep them in as best you can, and Lou, you have to do the very same, right? You cannot use your stomach, all right?
You know what he's thinking?
Are you set down there?
Yes, sir.
All right, Joy, on your mark, get set, go. Let's go.
Joe, let's go!
Oh, that's very good.
Keep moving, baby. We got it now.
Oh, that's a big one. Yeah. In high heels yet. Yeah. All right. Oh, in there now, Lou. Keep him in there, that's it. All right, we're down to 10 seconds. We're down to 10. Whoa, wait a minute. What happened there? Let me see. 2, 3, 4. Mr. Fuji has 7. You win. Lou Albano wins. All right, Lou Albano. Oh. Go for it, Capper. We want to thank our guest this week, Captain Louis Albano. We saw him as Santa Claus.
Oh, well, I tell you something, a much better Santa Claus than this. Our latest WWF magazine. Look at who's on the front of that.
Rowdy Piper at Bah Humbug. Sort of suits him.
Well, yes, it does.
Alfred, what do you want for Christmas? You didn't have the occasion to sit on Lou Albano's lap, but if you did, what would you have asked for?
I think it might have been the young lady we saw a little while ago. Just a sort of English culture.
A lecherous sort of.
Old man?
God. Lord Alfred Hayes, till next week, we'll see you by and by on TNT.